Hello. Howdy. Well, this is awkward. I so for the lovely folks who weren't watching this live, I got to deal with a hailstorm of technical difficulties, but I think we're good now. I hope and I pray that we're good now. So we're gonna give it another go, and we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that all is settled now. Thank you for everybody who's been putting up with my bull crap, and let's get to it. Why don't we? So today we're going to be streaming Wrath, because it's done. I've given the intro 3 times now. I'm not gonna give it again. So let me pull up my chat so I can see if anybody's still bothering to be here. And let's get going. All right. Everyone will have to let me know how it looks, if everything sounds okay. So I'm sure I may or may not end up talking about some of the stuff I mentioned prior again as I continue to play the game, if it works for me, if the stream doesn't continue to fight with me. So hopefully the people who watch this after the fact won't miss anything. Certainly not anything of value, at least. Welcome, Outlander. I have been waiting for you. The ageless sea has delivered you to the Isle of the Dead. My voice will guide you through these preparations for what lies ahead. I will meet you on the other side of the isle. Whee! I don't know why, but I felt to open that door. Alright. Everybody shuffling back in. All 4 of you. Oh, goodness. Wow. Woo. Oh. Woo. I do love the different ways you can slice these little lads up. It's quite charming. Kind of reminds me of Shadow Warrior a little bit, with kind of like when you would use the katana, you could like kind of slice them down diagonally. It is nice. I'm still not seeing anybody in chat. I'm wondering if that's just because nobody said anything yet, or if because I have messed something up, which I am not going to say is impossible. It's more than likely, actually, I will say. Prayers once more. All right, so bit raise. Operating today, it seems better before. Just some different goes here and there. Okay. Yes. So for some reason, I'm not actually seeing. I think somebody said that. Let me quick check. I want to double check that if I'm getting comments here. Yes. So for some reason, it wasn't showing up on my other screen. Okay. So yeah. So I see you guys now. It's good enough. We'll work with it. It's fine. Wow. The health drain from the oh, it's got a technical name. Why can't I remember it? It's not called health drain. What's it called? Kids, I need help here. I'm losing my mind. No, not siphon. That's also not how you spell siphon. But, wow. Yeah, I think the pathfinding for that enemy changed, if I remember correctly. Well, I mean, I think most of the path... They redid a lot of the enemy AI stuff, I believe. I'm like 90% sure those dudes can help you out. What dudes? What guys? What lads? What gentlemen can help me out? What am I... Okay. So but anyway, so it's like the health drain is very fast, is what I was trying to get at. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a technical term, and I should know this because I'm making a game that has it. Dang it. But it's like when you overheal, your health will gradually deteriorate. It is the thing I'm trying to make reference to. I can't remember what that's called. I'm just a silly guy. I'm just a silly little man. I wonder... I probably can't swim in that water. I wonder if I'll die if I jump in it. No. So that's what I have right here. The heart is the life siphon. The power up I was using earlier was the flask of rage, but I was referring to like with your health pool, right? When you get more than 100 health, it kind of starts to like slowly deteriorate down, and that's got a technical term that's used for it, and I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, let's jump in the water and see if I die. Never mind. Wow. I'm so happy that my baby boys we're all in the my brain is hemorrhaging today. My boys have hunting. Yonder lies Morningvale. To reach it, you must activate this portal. Fetch the relic from nearby and place it in the standing stone. Also, I don't think that's how you spell metal. Oh. Okay. Alrighty, let's get started. We finally get to the game. Now let's spend the first hour looking for all the secrets in the hub alone. I actually know where all the secrets in the hub are, so. Enter Morning Vale. Very nice. Wow! Because we got a secret down here. I actually think so. I think there are 9 secrets. Yeah, so they added a new tutorial level, which was not present in the game's early access period, which I mentioned in one of the prior 30 attempts I made at doing this stream. But, yeah. Yeah, I do know there's definitely been some changes they've made to some of the maps here. Some new props and stuff they've added. I know at least one location or area of a map that has been entirely altered front to back. Oh, my nose is like killing me right now. Super itchy. But we got a secret behind this tree. I also know they've added like a bunch of lore pickups now. Which I don't know if there are any of those in the hub. Actually, let me double check. Okay, they've not added more secrets, thank God. There are enough secrets in this hub as is. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Actually, I should have come down here a second. I forgot there's another jump I gotta make where I can get a key for that chest. Going back to the bitrate thing, it seems... Okay, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's to be expected. Like, I said it earlier in one of the other 30 attempts at doing this stream I made. But, bitrate never likes dark places. Honestly, like, that's an issue you'll even see with just, like, a random video you'll be watching on YouTube. But, just video bitrate, for whatever reason, hates dark locations. That's a secret? I don't think that was a secret in older versions of this game. Like, that was always there, I think. But, like, it wasn't counted as a secret, if I remember correctly. Also, I think I saw somebody commenting about, this, not on this stream, but in one of the prior streams, that they thought the sounds or something changed for the Ruination Blade, and I can confirm that they have not changed the sounds for the Ruination Blade. But yeah, so we can get the key here in this area. Trying to remember going to, okay. That's new. What is that? Shockwave. Deal electric death to nearby enemies. Fascinating. How many secrets I got? 7 out of 9. I'm trying to remember which ones I've missed. I think they are all the ones on that ledge over there, if I remember correctly. So we gotta climb up a bit. Up here. And then we'll be able to play an actual level. I flubbed it. Let's see if I kept... Nope. There we go. Mark of Revelation, which I know what that does because they showed it off in some of the pre-release material. But it effectively gives you like an early glimpse at secrets. So what we're gonna do is I think we're going to hit the gardens first. Will be the first level I choose to play through. Just because, you know, if I can actually get to the map. It's one of the levels I haven't played first very much. And for those of you who don't know, the pacing and reveal of like items and stuff like that change, and placements of enemies changes with whichever level you picked first. So, for example, there are enemies that won't spawn in this map because I'm picking it first, whereas there are enemies that will spawn in other maps because I'm picking this one first. Don't crash on me, game. Oh. Howdy ho. Also, they changed the name of this gun. It used to be called the coach gun, and now it's called the revolver. Which I think it used to be called the coach gun, because in earlier versions of the game there was like a triple-barreled shotgun or whatever, and this gun kind of like shifted and became what that originally was before that got changed. So let's see. Which one do I want on quick call? I think I might want to change the button I have that bound to, actually. So, gonna bind that to mouse 5. Yeah, that feels nice. Cool beans. Boop. That's some new water effects. Very boisterous water effects. I'm also very happy to say they completely redid the ammo economy for this game, which makes me very happy because before, try the new one? The new what? The new item? This? I mean, sure, why not? Let's take it for a little spin here. But I want to do it in a second where I can, where it'll be useful. Actually, let me... That's new. That bridge wasn't there before. Alright, let's go... Oh, wow. Wait, what is that bound to? I think they changed what that was bound to. I hit the button, but it didn't, Okay, let's see. Keybinds. Alt fire. Jump. Use. Oh, there's a zoom key. Huh. Walk, last weapon, next artifact, previous artifact. Ooh, actually, I didn't realize that was there. I might want to just bind that like that. Use artifacts as R. I wanted that on G. I think I rebound that to G in the early access. And then I got confused because I thought it was the default binding. Ooh. Oh. Nope. That was the... I'm trying to remember if there were this many enemies in this area before in the early access. I don't remember. I wonder if it's a case of like, because I haven't played this level very much in the like as my starting map. So I'm wondering if like they added a few extra low tier enemies, because there were some high tier enemies that aren't here on the lower difficulties. That root beer is biting me in the butt. What was that? Oh, it's the confounding Attar. Which is purple now instead of yellow, I think is what it was originally. Let me grab that, because that'll come in handy. And let me save. Alright, we're moving and grooving. Boop. The what? Oh, the confounding Attar? So that's the item that you can use to, it causes enemies to infight. Also, I love, they gave these guys a little run where they'll just, like, book it for you. I love it. Oh, wait, they didn't drop. I wonder if they do a thing now. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's called the Confounding Attar. Or, I mean, that's how I don't know if that's how you... Perhaps it is the Confounding Attar. But I pronounce it Attar. Because I am a plebeian. I love the run. It's so adorable. I think we're good for now. American versus British pronunciation. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, this is new here. I wonder if you can break it. Nope, I don't think... I feel like that's the kind of thing ordinarily they would let you break. But, who cares? I wonder if it's because, I'm sure they added it just because there were tons of people who got lost right here. Where they're just like, duh, I don't know where to go. It's just not obvious. How am I supposed to get over there? I should probably save. There was not a key here before. Can't break, 0 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. I do feel... I wonder if it's just my middle mouse button is going on me. That's entirely likely. I might have worn my middle mouse button down a little bit because I'm noticing I think it's taking like a little bit to register when I press the key, but that wasn't a problem when I had it bound to like the mouse 4 and mouse 5 or whatever. So I think that might just be a case of my middle mouse button being stupid. Which, I'm not too... Was this here before? I don't think that was there. Ooh, this is gonna mess with me. I don't remember... Oh. Now I'm wondering how many changes they've made to all the maps. Because already I've noticed like several major additions to this one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna change. That's one of the things I was afraid about with the FOV. The view models are not quite made, sadly, are not quite made for 120 FOV. Oh, I don't like that. It looks so much better at 120. Also, this weapon got a new alt fire, which I am so happy for. The old alt fire kind of sucked. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that's been changed already. I mean, like this. You've got so let me go quick. So for everybody who's wondering, let me kind of break down and say like some of what I know has changed since the early access version. So I know there's a bunch of edits that have been made to some of the game's levels. So the enemy AI has been reworked a bit. Some enemies have new behaviors and attacks, and just the way they pathfind is slightly different. I know that this weapon, the balancing of the ammo economy is completely different now. So there's a lot more incentive to like swap up what you're using before, whereas before there's a lot more incentive to switch what weapons you're using in the moment than there was before. Because originally there was so much ammo everywhere that there's just like, you could basically main a single weapon if you wanted to with absolutely no consequence. You have this weapon wheel here, which is new, or not weapon wheel. You have the item wheel here, or the relic wheel, I guess. In older versions, it was more like a sort of like line menu kind of thing, where you would like slide from left to right to cycle between items, which wasn't great, but it worked for the most part. Some of the weapons have received new alt fire. So, for example, the primary... Yeah, it was ridiculous. The primary fire, or the alt fire in the original, it was kind of like a... You basically fire two fangs at a time instead of one, but it was at a slower firing rate, and it kind of sucked. There used to be an enemy you could stun lock with it, but then they removed that because of how abusable it was. So they've now replaced the alt fire with... fuller auto, which is just wonderful. It looks like they added an overhealth system now, which did not exist in prior versions of the game. I'm trying to think. They completely redid some of the levels' lighting and the general atmosphere. There are like some new mist and smoke effects in some levels that I've noticed is different. Trying to think if there's like a... Ooh, I've got that one item I could use, but do I want to use it? Let me save. And let me pop it and see how I feel. Okay, I think actually, if I remember correctly, this item lasts throughout the whole level, so I might be okay with that. There's a secret right there. What? Oh. So yeah, so there's a new item. There's a bunch of new stuff, like enemies and like items and weapons and stuff with full release. Ah. Oh. So the item I just used, it will reveal every secret on the map. Or like the general location of every secret on the map. Which is pretty cool. And I imagine it's very rare and hard to find. Yeah, it marks where the secrets are. So you can see through the wall there. It kind of like, it will show you like little dots about where they are. Obviously, you still have to find out how to get to them. And I'd imagine it's a very rare item. From what I've seen, you'll like, I found the one I have right now in a secret itself. So, you know, just to give you an idea. Yeah, let's pop the effect Confounding Attar. Oh, that new alt fire is wonderful. Oh, I wasted all my ammo. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't know quite what it is. It's a bit like Doom's map when looking for secrets. Kinda, yeah. I don't know quite what it is. Well, like, immediately this already feels much better than the early access version, but kind of in an intangible way that I can't quite describe. It just feels a little bit more fun. But I don't know if I can explain why. This is something about it. Hi, buddy boys. You guys are mean. Oh dear. No more double fangs edge. No, but it's better now because we got fuller auto. That is wonderful. There's a little bit more spread on like the alt fire as well. As opposed to primary. More enemies? Maybe that's because I played in normal though. Yeah, I am playing on hard, and I do think the enemy placements change depending on what difficulty you're playing on. Orbital deflection. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think there are about the same amount of enemies for the most part. There's definitely some changes here and there, but I don't know if there's like a brand new assortment of... Like, this fight was about how I remember it. At least, like, if you picked this level first. It's a little bit different because if you didn't pick this level first, if this was, like, your second or third pick in the campaign, then the enemy spawns were slightly different. And I'm more familiar with those enemy spawns than I am with the one when you pick this map first. So I'm used to, like, if you play this level later on, there's a few more heretics flying around the map. And the heretics, for those of you who don't know, they're the pain elemental looking things that scream at you. Yeah, so far I'd say it's about as hard as I remember hard being. Where'd you go, buddy boy? I don't know why. In my brain, I'm always thinking that there's a secret in this room every time I play this level. And I don't know why I've always thought that. Like, I have a memory of, like... I have a memory of finding a secret in that room once and then never again. I think they fixed that early, like, that wasn't I mean, it depended on what version of the game you were playing in the early access version. But that was fixed a while ago. So that was fixed before the full release. Which I imagine is why they didn't say anything about it. Get down from there. Yeah, so, like I was saying earlier, that thing right there, that's a heretic. And I'm gonna steal his teeth. Because I'm mean like that. Yeah, man, the ammo economy feels so much better. It makes me so happy. Like, not being constantly full of shotgun ammo to the point where it's like really the only thing you need to use. Oh, hi. You're not usually here. I'm gonna save. And I think I might use this. Hi, buddy. Please go away. Oh dear. Indeed, lots of secrets. There's a level in episode 1 called the Priory. Which, first of all, that level is so massive that even on repeat playthroughs, I think my first playthrough of the Priory took me like 2 hours. And on repeat playthroughs, it takes me like an hour and a half. But that level has like 32 secrets in it. I didn't mean to use the elf fire there. My boys! Playtime issue. Yeah, for me, I think the early access content took me about like 6 to 8 hours to beat. Like, there was a lot. It's one of the reasons why I think it's so stupid that people were complaining about how long the full release took to come out. And we're whining and complaining about the fact that it's like, you're never going to be finished. I'm like, what's already available is like almost a full game's worth of content in and of itself. Be patient, for God's sake. It's not like they're grifting you with the 2 hours of playtime. I'm sure the full game is going to be like 15 hours long. They definitely nerfed the, I forget what it's called, actually. Hold on. Probably not the best time to be looking at my journal. Never mind. Dang it. No. Oh, it's called the Retcher, I think. Dang it. No. Whole week worth of playtime. Oh, see. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's a good chunk of game here. No doubt. If I could stop missing my shots, that would be great. Damn. Yeah, I need to bind that to... I think I'm going to bind that to Q, because my middle mouse button is just not consistent enough to keep that there. There we go. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's what we like to see. That's how we like it. Ah! Nope, I whiffed that. I'm trying to think. That's not. I don't think I attacked getting that secret from this direction. It has been the same level for a while. Yeah, I mean, most of these levels are like an hour long. Kill an enemy with plant sticks. Yeah. That one enemy doesn't drop assist ammo anymore, I just noticed. Well, actually, I noticed it earlier, but I was thinking that maybe it was because I just didn't have the weapon yet. Because I know, for example, in Suppless, they make it so that you don't... The enemies that drop ammo don't end up dropping ammo until you have the weapon in hand. So I was wondering if maybe it was a case of that. But nope, it is not. They just don't drop ammo anymore, which I'm fine. Enemies dropping ammo is always one of those things I'm not too big a fan of. Not from the standpoint of like games having it, but from the standpoint of like me as a developer, there's a degree to where it's like you have to treat enemies like resource placements when you're balancing out a level, which makes balancing out a level a lot more complicated and difficult than I think it needs to be. And it kind of limits how much you can use certain enemies. Nope, dang it. Got it. So what is that? Dark armor. Cool beans. Oh yeah! I forgot about that secret. Glad I didn't miss that one. Ooh. Hello. So yeah, it's called the Retcher is the weapon I was trying to refer to earlier. We got the Heretics, the Executioner, the Stricken, the Wretch, the Widow, the Invader, the Afflicted, the Wraithfallen. All the good guys. It makes sense they drop ammo though, if they have guns. Well, yeah, I mean, for like in this game, most of the enemies that drop ammo, it's not because they have guns, it's because like there's some physical attribute of their design that's incorporated into the weapons you're using. For example, enemies with like lots of teeth, they'll drop teeth, and you use the fangs for weapons like the fang spitter or whatever. So fading shade. Fewer blooms flowered this season than ever, and already they wilt. Too soon, too soon. It looks like color itself is fading from the world, and there are so few of us left to see that color, or smell the scent. We are falling from this world, and the world itself is falling. Sad story, bro. Yeah, I think the only enemy with like a gun in this game that drops ammo are the invaders. Which are these guys right here. And right here. Also, I need to use my revolver more. Oh, got a lot of Langoliers to power the face. Yeah. Also, I love this enemy right here. He's so cool. What's he called? I think it's the Wretch. It's such a cool enemy, especially because when you kill them, they're like their heads pop off, and sometimes they'll like detonate on a timer, or they'll like spin around and shooting projectiles everywhere, and you can kick their heads into other enemies before they explode. It's great. Oh dear. No, you stop that. Oh. Oh dear. I wanted to... Oh, I changed the button again, and now I'm messing up trying to figure out where the button is. Oh, I don't want to use the Cruel Aegis. Let's do that. I think I want to recruit a heretic to my side if I can. Come on, get down here. Come on, buddy. I wanna juice ya. Oh, I got him. Nice. Okay, so there's a secret right there. I'm wondering what that's gonna be. How I get there. Come on, there's gotta be more enemies we've missed. Kill 10 enemies with confounding attars. Very cool. Look at me. I am the best at the video game. Ah! Bonk. Nope. No! So now what we're gonna do is if I can remember what key I just bound it to, we're gonna use the Cruel Aegis. That doesn't seem very secret-y of you, game. Oh, dang it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go... That's bad! I forgot about you! Kill multiple enemies with one shot of the shotgun's secondary fire. Yeah, this fight in this room is, it's mean. But thankfully, we're not going to be there yet. Nope. Nope. Stop it. Oh, they dropped 2 pickups now. That's different. Oh, hi. So what's, okay, I think I know how to get that secret. Ah, you can't hide from me. I really like the little dark armor system. That's fun. Where you've got armor for your armor. Very nice. Where do you drop that ammo? Also, how do I get up there? Let's see. I want to get up to that secret, and if I remember correctly, because I think I've gotten that secret before, but I think it requires some movement. Buggery. Who's that? Somebody's walking around. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Ugh, my nose itches. What you do to get that? Ah! Let's see. Hi, buddy. It's probably from right here that you get it. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna get that save quick before I attempt to make this jump. Hey. Hey. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that one. Nope. Let me get that. It seems like the ammo pickups for the fangs are smaller. And when I say I don't mean that they give you less ammo, but what I mean is like they give you... It seems like there's just a brand new pickup for the fangs. And I'd imagine later on they're going to start giving... Like, the pickups and the levels for the fangs are going to give me more ammo, and they're going to be like the old version of the fang ammo pickup. It's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And then the ones that drop from enemies, it's not that they don't... They just give me less ammo than the ones that... I can pick up naturally in the level. Ooh, I'm a little tight on ammo now. I'm not gonna go down and get that yet. Because, I want to get that secret, dagnabbit. But I genuinely don't know how I'm gonna do that. Because I don't think I have a weapon with which I can do... Ooh. That's a pickle. That's a real right pickle there. So yeah, so I mean, and this is kind of what I was referring to earlier. It's like even with you, like it telling you where the secrets are, like how you get there is still something you gotta kind of figure out on your own. I'm wondering, there's no way you can make that jump from here. Right? I mean, where would you even... I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, how you would, like, orient yourself in the map in such a way to get you over to that location. Because there's no way you can, like, make that jump there unless they expect you to have the weapon from the priory, right? Maybe it's from here? But no, because... Unless there's something I missed here. There's one level in the game, but it's 15 hours long. I mean, you joke, but... I mean, you know. Yeah, like I said, this level alone is likely going to take me an hour. But I'm already, like, almost right at the end of it. I just want to get that secret before I finish it up. Just because, you know, it's like, I can tell it's there, I just don't know. How'd I do that? Ooh, dang it. Dang, oh. There's gotta be... I can't imagine that's how they intend you to get to that secret. They can't be that mean, right? Right? Okay, I'm gonna save here so I can load if I keep messing up this jump. As opposed to having to... Actually, that might not be faster. Oh wait, never mind. I might just leave that secret, as much as I really don't want to. I think it might be a little too irritating to watch me. Oh, wait. Nope. So close. Listen, these Wrath devs are funny boys. Well. I did it. Yeah, this might be a headache. I think there's a degree to where I should have been using my Ruination Blade a little bit more than I was. And I might have made this final fight a little bit harder for me. Yeah, no, I was totally right. I think that was a bigger Fangs pickup. However, here's what we're gonna do. Gotcha. Yeah, this final fight here isn't quite as brutal as it is on the harder difficulties. Or not the hard... it's not as brutal as it is when you pick this level last. Or later on. As opposed to it being the first pick. Because usually this fight is just like cruel with the amount of crap they throw at you. But here we do. Oh, I kicked 100 heads. But we beat the gardens. We did it, boys. This was a solemn place even before the war. Many come to visit, many come to rest. All rest now. Hallelujah! I think the next level we're gonna do is, ooh, do I want to do the Priory next? You know what? I think I do want to do the Priory next. Because the Priory introduces a new weapon and a new enemy. And that new enemy appears in all of the levels afterward, I think, if I remember correctly. And I think it will be cool just to have, like, him show up. I think that'll be fun. Just to have that enemy. Because I'm not used to that enemy being in all the other levels. But the reason why I was kind of hesitant is because this is like the biggest level in the early access. In the early access content, this was easily the biggest map. But I also know this is one of the levels where I know they made a number of significant changes to its layout. It's also I should have probably saved the secret thing for this level. Because this is a level where I might actually need it. And, ooh, that's there's a misty there's a misty vibe that this level didn't used to have. That's here now. Would you look at that? Let's see. My guy, the Outlander, he's doing the Darth Vader impression. Okay, they fixed that. I'm actually really happy they fixed that. There used to be a thing in older versions of Wrath where when I think it would detect that you had been under the water for a duration long enough that you would start hemorrhaging health, and the second the respirator ran out, you would start like dying. So I'm happy they fixed that. It was useful. Ooh. That doesn't sound nice. I think I need to be using my Ruination Blade a little bit more than I have been. Aren't there widows that usually spawn here? I feel like there are widows that usually spawn here. Use a breathing apparatus to get a... No, there was more stuff under there than the breathing apparatus. Which is why I went under there. I got the, I think I got one of the life siphons. This is weird. There's usually enemies here. Like, more than this. Huh. That's... Did they completely change this? It's gotta be something I have not triggered. Right? Right? Because there's no, like... Because those widows that are missing from there. There's no... I feel like there's way more enemy... Huh. Strange. So I know there's a secret back here that I whiffed because I was getting too excited with the blade. Bonk. Oh. Well. But yeah, the reason why there's a breathing apparatus under the water is because they usually expect that you won't have one, so they're giving you one just in case, so you could actually survive getting that secret. I just had a breathing apparatus because there was one in the hub I found in the secret. I'm trying to remember where. Oh, I think the key is under the water. Yeah, it is super nice that you don't immediately start dying the minute that thing runs out. That makes me happy. Let me get out the water. Can somebody explain to me why is like getting out of water something that like every game struggles with? That's such a weird... Yeah! Like I said, it sounds like he's doing his little Darth Vader impression. The thing that's weird, too, is I don't even remember... There wasn't a breathing sound in the early access version, so that's something they added after the fact. Getting out of water. I mean, it's not even just in retro shooters. It's just in any video game with swimming, basically. Because, I mean, it's a problem in Minecraft. It's a problem in other games with swimming that I can't remember right off the top of my head this second. I love his little run. Yeah, I wonder if it's because I'm playing this level second. Because there's way less they throw at you. Like, I'm so used to there being just, like, so many more enemies here in this level than there are usually. Or than there are right now, I should say. I don't know why I said that. Ow, no. Look. My brain is running on autopilot. Gotta save here. I know there's a big fight coming up here. I think. I'm not a big serious Sam guy, so I'm trying to remember if there even was swimming that I recall. Actually, I do recall a couple of swimming sections, but I don't remember if I had trouble with getting out of the water or not. But it's just like such a common issue in games that it feels noteworthy to mention. I'm just like, why? Like, of all things, why that? Why is that the thing that's hard? You know, I mean, we don't have swimming in Viscerafest, so... It's driving me nuts. I'm like, there's supposed to be like 2 widows that drop from that ledge, and they never dropped. It's got to be like this purely because I picked this level second, but I don't think that was a thing in older versions of the game. So I'm wondering if they changed that. Which is fine, because I mean, like, this level was an absolute stonker if the player chose it, like, as, like, the second level that they're playing through, but... It makes me wonder... I just had a thought. Okay, so the way it used to work was if you picked... So you have basically... You kind of think of every level's broken up into 2 versions of itself. You have, like, the full bore, like, this is the default state of the level. And then you've got the version of the level that is balanced for if you pick it first, right? So if you pick that level, a level first, it'll have less enemy placements, and it'll have like the weapon pickups and stuff you get in it. And then you have like every level after that will be its full bore normal version, you know. And I don't know how that's going to carry over into the Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 maps. But I'm wondering if they made it so now it's like the first couple you pick, as opposed to just the first one has different enemy placements. At least I didn't try to code swimming as well. Heard players aren't crazy about underwater levels anyways. I think I have some thoughts on that, but let me... I think the biggest issue with underwater levels is that in most games, water tends to slow you down. And that tends to make the things the game throws at you underwater slightly more obnoxious feeling. Why do I wear tight neck sweaters? Underwater levels. I suck. Well, I'll usually either wear turtlenecks, or these are sort of like long johns. But I don't know. It's just kind of my style. Just how I vibe. Kind of. Underwater content always sucks, even in movies and shows. I mean, I feel like... See, in my mind, I almost think of something like a Descent as being the entire game is functionally underwater. And I almost feel like it was a missed opportunity in Dusk that they had 6 degrees of freedom underwater movement, and they never took advantage of it to do something like have a section of the game that was just like Descent or something like that. Like, I feel like you could very easily make an interesting underwater level if you really tried. I don't like Ultra Kills underwater levels either. But that's just because the movement gets really screwy when you... I mean, I'm not a big fan of Ultra Kill in general, but... Ultra Kill is not really restricting attack. I thought it was okay in Duke Nukem. Can't read, but you are... Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's basically what they do in Duke Nukem. It'd be, if we... I just had a terrible idea, Elijah, if you're still watching, which is, if we did the equivalent of just making, like, have a body of water in Viscerafest, and we just used the ladder mechanics. I just made, like, the bodies of water a big ladder. It'd be terrible, but I thought it'd be funny. You know, I mean, they say everything in video games is a door. Now all the liquid is ladders. Wait, no, I wanted to get on the roof here. There's a secret. Wait. I don't have a key. Yeah, what the heck? There's so much less going on in this map. It was literally just a ladder you descended down constantly unless you were ascending. We did do that, didn't we? I can't remember that. I do not remember having, like, underwater. Because I've never designed a level with underwater sections. Like, all the water in Viscerafest is, like, ankle high. Which was intentional, because we don't have underwater mechanics. Giant lamp size of a room. Pretty much. We actually, some people might hate me. I have a brief section in the new version of C104 where we have a little bit of ladder platforming. It's not as bad as it sounds, I'll say that. So don't worry too much. Actually, speaking of Viscerafest, what about Viscerafest are we speaking of? Maybe it's just me experimenting, but you told me you're going to need swimming. I'm trying to remember that. I wouldn't be shocked if I had said that at some point because I thought we might use it. But yeah. So why are we speaking of Viscerafest? Replay the last level of Chapter 2 in Nightmare because I really like the boss fight. Yeah, I love the Dr. Mortiz boss fight is, in the current early access version of the game, my favorite part of the game. When the hell did you put cultists in the Shambler rematch fight? That's a good question. I do remember doing that, I just don't remember when it happened. I think they've always been there, it just depends on what difficulty you play on. I died so many times before I even realized it. Well, you know what? That means they were doing their job. This is so weird. I'm so used to this level throwing so much more at you. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the biggest problem if we were to use that as a ladder. It would just be, yeah, because you moved horizontally slower than you do vertically. Because it's a ladder. But I mean, that could be easily tweaked. I think. In my head, that sounds easily tweakable. Is there a through the waterfall secret in Viscerafest? There's a through the waterfall mandatory progression. There's not a secret behind a waterfall, but there is like a mandatory, like you have to walk through the waterfall to progress area. But it's not like hidden or anything. It's in the second level of chapter 2. Ow, that was mean. Gotcha. I totally missed another key. I'm trying to remember where it is over here. Please don't remember where I legit replayed 3 days ago. So there's a there it is. Okay, so in the second level, there's an area where you have an invincibility power up, and then there's like a little so it's basically, the level is set in like a cemetery style section, and there's like a crematorium location where you'll go inside this building, and there's a deep one with his dog in that building, but there's a little waterfall that runs off the building, and the waterfall covers the entrance to said building from the base level floor. Yeah, that area. Where was that? Okay, it was on top of the roof of this building over here. That's right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was debating about adding like a little mini frog dog boss to that section. I don't know if I'm ever going to. Maybe I'll do it post-launch as a fun little gag. But probably not before then. It would be pretty easy to do, but I've got enough work elsewhere to do without adding something like that. But I think it would be fun. Use 10 soul tethers. Oh, hi. That's mean. Ooh. No, you can't do that. I need to use this more. I haven't been giving this gun enough love. Actually, nope. For some of them long. I know you mentioned you can add petting to the dogs because of it. No, it wasn't that. We had a joke in the game where if you walked up to the dog, it would say press the right mouse button to pet the dog. And what it would actually do is you would punch the dog and kill it. And our publisher was afraid that if we included that, it would piss people off, which they're right. Because, you know, you're going to have people who's like, I wanted to pet the dog. Why is it so mean? I mean, we got negative reviews anyways because you can't pet the dog in the game. Because I think that joke is quite frankly obnoxious and stupid and silly. And also I'm a cat person. But it's the kind of thing where it just reeks of pandering. So I don't want to add something like that to the game. But so that was what you know, it's not that we can't add that, it's that we didn't add that gag to the game because some people will genuinely just leave joke negative reviews because of something that stupid, which, you know, was funny haha for them, like genuinely hurts us. Yeah, and then then we'll lose all of our wish lists. Dang it! Oh, is this the area I think it is? Yeah, I think they made this area pop out a little bit more than it used to. I feel like the flow of that section definitely, it's a little bit more clear cut to get to that point, I think. I could be crazy though. It might be the exact same. But I don't know. I remember like being a little bit more confused in this interior section trying to get there. That's pretty new that if there are, sorry, what? I can't, dogs in game, you have, that's pretty new that, oh, oops. 4 people had no problem shooting them. I think it's more like the dogs aren't attacking you, so it's not perceived as, you know. You know, it's like if it's a bad dog, it's okay if you kill it. But if it's an innocent dog, then people will skin you alive. I think that's how it works. No! No! Yeah. Yeah, revisiting that level is going to be fun. I haven't tweaked and updated that level just yet. My primary focus as of late has just been like polishing up the chapter 3 stuff. So everything else has been a little bit on hold. But once I'm done polishing up the Chapter 3 stuff, I'll basically be full bore going through the rest of the game and redoing a ton of stuff. Who's vibing over there? Actually, I wonder, is there... Okay, actually, I know exactly where that is. That's not a secret. Okay, I just think I hadn't gone down this route. Is the next patch going to be 1.0 release for Viscerafest? Also, I'm like painfully aware of the fact right now that like the chat is super delayed. So if you notice that, I'm sorry. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Yeah, so for, yeah, so the next major update for Viscerafest will be the full release. With that said, I don't know how soon that update is going to come. So don't think that means, like, oh, next month we're going to be releasing a patch for the game that will update it to 1.0 or anything like that. But the next thing we will be doing is full release. All right. The sort of water bubbling sound almost sounds like an, oh dear, that's not good. Well, sounds like a damaging acid thing. It's a little bit weird. Oh dear, I didn't mean to do that. But I do want to use one of these pretty soon here because we're going to be getting to a big fight here in a second. Ow. Okay. No. All right. So, yeah, so this is the where we were. I think that's a secret on, yeah, there it is right here. That's all that's down here? I feel like there was more down here originally. Oh, hi. It's the funny little fish man. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far, though. It's a wonderful time. I could have sworn there was a big fight there when you picked that key up. I feel like they're just messing with me now. Like, it's like every time I'm expecting something to happen in this level, it just doesn't happen, and I'm just like... That's the Priory? Kind of remember this room in another map. Yeah, this is the Priory. Yeah, I mean, you know, these levels are so big that I can't blame you if, like, you confuse them for, It's like, wait, that was in that map? Boop. 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 Yeah, I am, once again, super happy with the changes they made to the ammo economy. Because not being able to abuse... Cause first of all, I love that shotgun. It's a wonderful shotgun. But, like, it's made so much better by the fact that I can't just constantly abuse the thing. Like, it makes it feel more special. Oh, it makes it feel like candy. Where it's like, you know, I get to... It's still very powerful. It's still really good. But you want to save it for those special moments. Quite possible. It's more likely than you think. Oh, that's such a good item. My goodness. No wonder they haven't given me very many of them. I didn't realize how powerful that thing was. I remember a level with crypts and snow and a level with crypts, swamp, and big trees. Yeah, so those are the first two levels that released in early access. And neither of those you're thinking of are the Priory. The swamp one is the mire, and the snowy one is... It's the something crofts. I think it's the undercrofts? I could be wrong about that, though. Okay, I know for a fact that when you walk up the stairs, there's gonna be a big fight in this map. They're not gonna bait and switch me with this time. The undercrofts, yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna fool me. I know the second I walk up these stairs. Yep, there we go. There we go. Now now it's a party. They were just saving it for me. I will say, as much as it's been throwing me off, I am really happy with a lot of the changes they made to this level. Because, boy howdy, this level is not nearly as exhausting as it used to be. Like, oh man, this level was like a marathon to get through before. And now it's kind of just chill. It might just be because of the difficulty I picked, but there were several times where I thought there were going to be really big fights that never happened. So I'm leaning toward thinking that they just completely redid some of the encounters in this level. Stop it! good changes. Lots of that. Lots and lots of good changes. Hi. Very nice. Oh dear. I don't have a key, which I want, because there's a chest coming up soon. Wait, what? There's a secret. What? Where? Ah. That's... That stone was slightly more brown than the ones around it. But I guess it's just people insults. Ow! Is there anything in here? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my cruel edges as I climb up these stairs. We're gonna bep all the boys as we climb up. Uh-oh. Well, my guys, I'm sorry to say, I think it's cameo time. Guys. Look who's here. It's the lead developer of Viscerafest. You gonna say hi to everybody? Hmm? You gonna say hi? No, don't feel like it. Hey, buddy. Alright, I'll let you know, buddy. Oh dear, that didn't sound nice. Please don't shred my clothes. Oh dear. And now I'm covered in cat hair, isn't that wonderful? So that opens that gate over there. Could have sworn there was a treasure chest under those stairs. It's a hot mess down there. Yeah, I do have the red key. Okay. So we can make progress now. Yeah, this level is definitely a lot less relentlessly paced. to remember... Was there something up here? I think there was, but I don't remember where specifically. I know there's a ton of secrets I'm missing in this level, and I have a vague idea where some of them are. But I'm just like, With how big this level is, especially in a first-time playthrough, I don't want to putz around with getting all of them. Yeah, no... Oh, there's a bit of lore there. Hello. Open the gate. How many times do I have to remind you that the switch for the chapel gate is in the central watchtower, up the tall spiral staircase and the balcony? Once you're there, you're staring right at the gate. You can't miss it. Let us all heed our duties in these times of troubles and indulge in no more wandering of the halls. Fascinating. What does it mean? That kind of this one? Let me see. I think it has a similar texture palette, yeah. I think there's a lore reason. Because I remember one of the devs was talking about some of the changes they made to this level. And he was like, it was actually super funny. One of the devs was in the chat when they were showing some stuff off, I think last week. And he was saying he put an Easter egg in a level where there was like a pot that was like always spinning around in circles, and it got removed because they thought it was a bug. But my friends and foes, it is time for, I think it's called the slag cannon, and the new enemy. My cat is having a fun time over there. How did I survive? Yeah, I had, I used an item called the Cruel Aegis, which reduces your health to 1, but it makes you invincible. So I just use that item, and then I pop the, what's it called? Life Siphon. Afterward to kind of heal up. I would pop them both at the same time, but you can only use one at a time. What is going on? Okay. This is very dark. I'm beating this level. I mean, I think a part of it's because the way the combat encounters are structured is very... I mean, thus far has been very different. But I'm definitely beating this level faster than I have in the past. Because they're just throwing a lot less at me than they have in prior versions. Or again, perhaps it's because this isn't like the final level I'm playing. It's a new boy, new lad, new friend. Whack! Whack! Oh! Wahoo! Alright. I remember seeing some reviewers say like, oh, the hard difficulty should be called, or he was saying like, oh, the medium difficulty should be called hard, and the easy difficulty should be called medium in this game because it's so brutal and unfair and so difficult and so challenging. Flexion Collatus. Let's pop one of these bad boys. And, oh, never mind. I just had to say it. Oh, I saved back here? Well, that's silly. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. That's my fault. I should have been saving a little bit more. Yeah, they sure pooped on me. Like, oh yeah, it's not hard, is it now? Yeah, anyways, I think it's just kind of silly how much they were trying to big up how brutal and difficult this game is. I'm not talking about Kirk, by the way, Fudge. There was like some other reviewer who was like, oh yeah, this game's hard difficulty is basically the same as its nightmare difficulty. Isn't poop spelled with? Yeah, it is. I knew what you were trying to say. I wasn't confused. Don't you worry. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap this level up and then I'll end the stream there. I'm gonna make it. Are we anticipating the boot too hard? Oh yeah, there are plenty of those already. We got plenty of those. Viscerafest. I mean, Viscerafest got pretty favorable reviews for the most part. People like their game. Just not G-Man Lives. Just listening to for something. Oh. Well, just being silly. Sometimes it sounds like you have to make hard and easy difficulty in disguise. Basically, yeah. Exactly that. Let's do this. Oh yeah, G-Man is all over the place. Like I stopped watching him because he's so inconsistent. It's weird. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, the layout of this area got entirely redone. Actually, it's fun. What's that guy doing up there? What? That was weird. I mean, I know why it happened, but I wasn't expecting that. aren't I just a silly goober? I'm just silly. I should have stayed. Let me get there. Yeah, I do really like this idea of like introducing a little mechanic like this, like right at the end of such like a gargantuan level to really spice it up. The way they die now is really fun too. Get a very hot molten look and they burn. I wonder if the flying thing is something like a pickup you're going to get eventually. Because you can't have this and the, what's it called? The other relics on at the same time. Just look how then it does that. Boop. Boop. Uh-oh. I don't want it. Oh dear. Give me that. Ooh, that got spicy. Okie dokie. Well, I think we're gonna call it there. I had a wonderful time, as always. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you can, throw the Wrath Boys some love and buy their game, because they went through hell and back to make it. And you guys all have a lovely day. Adios. I hit the wrong button. Adios.